Joining us now live in the studio is the President and General Manager of Gardenia Bakeries, Simplicio Umali. Sir, welcome to the show.
Good evening, Maggie.
Mr. Umali, you run the most advanced baking facility in the country. Could you tell us what your operations are like?
Well, the factory located in Laguna is actually one of the most advanced in the country. In fact, the latest one in Asia today. It is a fully automated process. It uses robotics and it's computer controlled. And bread is produced practically untouched by hand. In fact, right now it's the most popular plant tour destination for schools. We get about 6,000 students every day just to see the factory, and the public is open to see it for free.
What's your output like, Mr. Umali?
We can produce as much as 500,000 loaves or buns every day, and that goes all over the Luzon area and certain parts of the Visayas area from east and west, except Cebu.
And this translates to a market share of what?
The market share right now for Gardenia in supermarkets is about 65% for loaf breads. For the white loaf bread, we have a market share of 75%. And maybe for the whole of Luzon, we estimate the market share already to be about 55%, although we are not yet present in Cebu and Mindanao as of this time.
You've also embraced technology in your craft, while most in your industry do things by hand. By how much has this helped you expand your operations?
With the operation that is fully mechanized and high-speed operations at that, we are able to produce a lot of breads every day. So with this large volume, we can deliver bread all over Luzon every day, and then pull out the bread the next day if it is not sold. So we ensure that the consumers get only the freshest bread. So within 24 hours, we have this large capacity with such a sophisticated factory.
So the technology helps you achieve quantity and quality.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. What was your investment in the technology like?
Well, for one factory, we invested at least 700 million pesos, and there are two other factories there in the same facility. So the cost of investment is really very high, and it takes an average bakery with an established operation about 7 years to get their money back. And for a new entrant, it would probably take another 10 years. That's why, as of now, we don't have a direct competitor that can produce the same kind of bread and using the same factory that we have.
That's right. You've really widened your advance there with the technology that you have and all the investments that need to be poured in. What is your distribution network like, Mr. Umali?
Well, right now, bread coming from Laguna goes all the way to Lawag as well as to Tuguegarao in the north, all the way down south to the Bicol region, and recently with Roro, we've been able to go all the way to Iloilo and Negros down to Dumaguete, and on the eastern side, we went all the way already to Ormoc in Leyte and Samar. Okay,
you corner 50% of the market share in Luzon. After Luzon, what is your next target?
Well, right now we are in the process of putting up a factory in Mactan Island to cover the market for the Cebu province as well as the northern part of Mindanao. There are also inroads that maybe we should already consider going all the way to Davao with the new road network there.
What's your marketing strategy like, Mr. Umali? I know you don't advertise very much.
Well, we do advertise a little bit in order to stimulate the market as well as make the consumers aware of what the product has to offer and create the right value for the products. Now, what we do mostly is distribution. We have a very large distribution network, and we stay focused on our market segments, and we take the market segments one step at a time or one segment at a time.
Well, you're very much a leader in the industry. What can other entrepreneurs learn from you?
Well, basically, just like what we did, you segment the market carefully and then enter each market segment and try to achieve market leadership before you move to the next market segment, focusing on satisfying consumers beyond their expectation and pricing the product using the right value that is perceived by the consumers. We should not be afraid to price higher if the consumers perceive the quality and value to be higher, but never sacrifice on quality.
Okay, so quality over price. Can you tell us about your plans down the line for Gardenia?
Well, apart from our expansion in Cebu, right now we have just introduced 2 new products because the industry is suffering with low margins and low demand, declining demand. To stimulate the demand, we introduced new products like this month we came out with a hot dog bun type of product with a filling inside, so which has something like we have products with the flavors of Rocky Road or Choco Strawberry or cookies and cream, which are ice cream flavors, and they're getting very popular now.
What's the brainstorming process for that like before you can you know, launch a new product or even consider a new product? What's your roadmap? What do you take a look at?
Well, we talk to consumers and find out what consumers want. We observe what consumers are preferring, and based on our observation method, immersion with the consumers, and doing some insightings on what they actually prefer, we find out what products they like. Like now, the trend is towards ice cream products, so we came out with this ice cream flavor, the buns, that when they put them in the ref, they taste actually like ice cream, but they're not frozen. They're actually just, they can be refrigerated or even eaten as they are. And consumers like now, we find out that because of their coping mechanism due to high prices, they want to buy sachet type of products. So even the bread comes in what you call now similar to a sachet. We have 2 slices of a flavored loaf available right away. And these 2 slices can be sold at 14 pesos or even lower. And consumers can now spend less and buy the same product without having to spend so much on the expensive filling. Although bread is good as it is, if the consumers look at the filling, we find out that with the filling, that it becomes better with a good bread.
Okay, and Mr. Umali, how much of that process is gut feel?
Very little is really gut feel, but it's really more immersing with the consumers and talking to them, finding out and trying to understand what they like and what they prefer. And then our R&D group develops the products. We also touch base with our R&D groups in Malaysia and Singapore, where we have operations likewise. And from the success products, we develop products that can be marketed in the Philippines. In fact, we're launching 2 variants this coming October. One is a copy from a Malaysian operation, and another one is basically a Filipino development.
All right, well, best of luck on that. Thank you for your time this evening, Mr. Umali. You've certainly set the bar high for your industry.
Thank you too.